We would pray for our team, maybe other issues that were going on at the time.
And so I just couldn't understand that, but I just kept trusting that God was going to work it out because everybody else was in the same situation too.
Fundraising was a vital component of our mission trip preparation. Our need was met 100%. It all just fell together at the end. I remember the last meeting, they said we need X amount of dollars, and someone said, oh, I got a donation today and my trip's already paid for, and it was pretty much perfectly the amount we still needed.
I got off the plane and onto the bus, and I knew that Nicaragua was going to change my life forever. You just have this feeling riding down the highway in a bus with no air conditioning and wind blowing in your face with this Latin music blaring in the background, and you just look around and you're like, my life will never be the same.
When we first arrived in Nicaragua, of course there was a feeling of being overwhelmed. We were unpacking our 60 suitcases full of supplies, grabbing our carry-ons, getting through customs. So at first I was a little bit overwhelmed, but as we began the bus ride toward Jinotega, I began to just see the beauty of God's creation. And that was the thing that stuck out to me the most when we first got there.
We went into the special needs school.
I felt finally that I could kind of communicate with some people because I know a little bit of sign language, not Spanish sign language, but the kids would come in. There were a few that needed glasses,
and he came in there and he told us through the two interpreters, the Spanish and the sign language one, that he couldn't see close up.
He walked in, and so I'm trying to talk to him in sign language and kind of see, like, can you see? Is it clear? And he's kind of like, no, that's not right.
And we put the glasses up to his eyes, and he just started cheering. He was like, yeah!
Then we gave him another pair, and he was just like, oh, so excited. And he gave us all high fives, and I don't even know how to explain the moment.
Just to see that unhindered joy that we brought him was amazing. That we could help him in such a small way. We take for granted in the United States vision care. They didn't have anything, but he could finally read something up close, and who knows what potential he has now to when he can read.
It was just really, really great to see the look on their face when we would ask them if they knew that God could help them. Because every single person, no matter how large their burdens were, would just smile this smile that they can only have because of God. And to see that on their face made the whole thing worthwhile.
We got to hang out and sing songs and give them suckers, and I do believe that I came home with very, very sticky hands that day. It was just a lot of fun and a nice break because we were going all day long, so to be able to go hang out with kids and just play with them was a lot of fun.
The hardest day for me in Nicaragua was definitely visiting the landfill, also known as the dump. I tried to imagine what it would be like going, but actually being there, you can't imagine anything like this. Then the smell hits you, and it's just like, it smells like trash and a little bit like dead animals. I was like, this is so dumb. Like, these people live barefoot in this trash all the time. So I saw chickens swarming everywhere and just dogs eating all this trash and flies everywhere and the smell, everything. It was just so overwhelming. And then you look beyond all the trash and you see these people. You see families, you see children, you see babies. I mean, the look in their eyes, and you have to remember, these are people, what am I doing? I'm supposed to be loving these people, not just staring at them like they're in a fishbowl and we're just looking out on them.
I really did love the Lord, and we're excited about talking with you about that and sharing their faith with you, which was so humbling to go on a mission trip to do all this good stuff, and you end up being blessed by the people that the world says have nothing.
We are here to serve your people and be your servants this week. Remind us constantly why we are in Nicaragua, grow us, and allow us to feel your presence among us.